Hey, it's Big E. Welcome to Big E's YouTube channel. Hey, today I'm working on the Shithawk yet again. As you know, we had some brake issues, so we're going to replace the booster and the master cylinder. But everybody knows the power booster can be a bit of a bitch because you have to deal with the bolts passing through the firewall, and you got to disconnect the plunger rod from the brake pedal itself. So I already got it done, but I'm going to show you a little bit and give you an overview of what was done and how it was done and kind of the contraptions you need to use to get there. So anyway, here we go. So I have to apologize. I'm running out of daylight here, to be perfectly honest, and it's dark. I don't have a flashlight. At least I don't know how good this flashlight will work. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. It's not the brightest ever, but if you look, I'm gonna see. Right there is probably the best. You see that black dot back there? That's one of the bolts. I should say the nut for the power booster, power brake booster where it comes through. So you got to go kind of over top your wire harnesses and go to there. If you look on the other side, let me see if I can show you. It's not, it ain't pretty, I'll tell you that. I can't even see it right now. See what I can find here for you guys. Okay, I don't know if you can see that connector there that I have the light on right now. Okay, if you go past that connector, and I'm getting a heck of a shadow here. Anyway, there's only two nuts that you have to take off as opposed to three, so that makes it not as much of a pain in the butt, but enough of one. So there's two. I use a 14 millimeter deep socket on those. Okay, this is what I use. I use like a huge bunch of extensions. Yeah, that's it. On that, and a deep 14 on that. And if you go up here, you can go straight in. You don't need to use a universal, so you can get torque on. Now remember, there's going to be a clip that goes on the end. There's a not a rod. I forget. I don't even know the term, but it comes off the side of the brake pedal. It's going to be on the left side. You're going to pull it. It's like a cotter pin. There's a washer, and then that plunger will pull right off of that piece. And then, of course, when you reassemble it, you put it on the washer, and you put that. It looks like a not a snap ring, but one of those cotter pin deals. So here's the unit. This is the new unit that I got, the power brake booster, and here's all that. And you might have there's a piece there, there's a metal horseshoe that the bolts on the other side are going to go through that are on the other side, because this is fiberglass. There's a metal horseshoe where this is going to bolt up and it's going to move, so you're going to need like a lining punch to make sure that hole is open, so this thing slides in easily then at that point. So once you do that, it'll slide through. You're gonna, like I said, you're gonna tighten the two nuts. They're 14 millimeter, and then you're gonna hook up your rod onto the plunger rod. You're gonna hook onto the brake pedal of the car and make sure everything's tight. So then what you want to do is, once you tighten everything up, I tighten back and forth. So now this here is all nice and tight. Now this is going to be where the master cylinder, the new master cylinder, is going to go in, and then obviously this is where it's going to mount to when I get that. I have the brake lines. Obviously and then unfortunately I had to cut one because everything being so old, it doesn't come apart. So I'm going to have to bend and make a new brake line that goes from the left front brake to there. So that's going to be next, is the master cylinder, showing how to bench bleed, installing it on the car. I got to make that brake line, and then we got to bleed the brakes to make sure they work. So a lot of stuff coming up. That's an overview of the putting the power brake booster on. As you see, I also took the sill cover off because I didn't want that getting scratched, because I just painted that. So that's actually in the garage. So that's it for now. I hope this helps. it's going to take probably about an hour, hour and a half to do this. Okay, so it just be there for that. So anyway, like and subscribe. Watch out for each other. Take care of each other. We'll see you next time on Big E's. Thanks for watching.